From the misty Scottish Highlands to the hearts of millions of viewers around the world, Outlander is more than just a show. It's a journey. A timeless love song woven by two artistic souls, Caitriona Balfe and Sam Heughan. But now that journey has just closed a major chapter when Caitriona, who has played Claire Fraser for nearly a decade, made an unexpected decision. In an exclusive interview with Variety, when asked about the future of Outlander and the special relationship between her and Sam Heughan, Caitriona suddenly exclaimed, "I'm leaving Outlander forever. This is the end for me. No warning. No teaser. Just a gentle, calm sentence, but like a silent knife stabbing into the hearts of millions of fans." She continued, "It's time for me to say goodbye to Claire, to everyone. I feel like I've come full circle." Just hours after the interview aired, the internet exploded. Forums, fan pages, and Outlander groups across Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram were flooded with thousands of emotional comments. "Without Claire, Outlander has no meaning. I feel like my youth has just ended. They promised to be together until the end." For many people, Claire and Jamie are not just a couple on screen. They are a symbol of eternal love, of loyalty that defies time. They are hope for hearts that have been hurt, a place to dream and believe. Not long after Sam Heughan also made his first move. On his personal Instagram, he posted a behind-the-scenes photo, a moment of hugging Caitriona tightly, with the status, "No words can describe the feeling right now. She was a part of the soul of this project. I will always miss her." Just a short sentence. But for fans, each word seemed to encapsulate a decade of love, companionship, and more than that, a relationship that went beyond work. They were co-stars, best friends, companions, secret keepers for each other, overcoming many storms, rumors, and suspicious eyes from the public. Everyone saw that Sam's gaze towards Caitriona, at every press conference, every photo together, was never a normal gaze. A few days later, Caitriona suddenly appeared in a short video on her personal YouTube. No makeup, no flashy lights, just a woman sitting in front of the camera, facing millions of hearts, waiting for an answer. "I know this news shocks many people, but I've thought about it for a long time." She hesitated, tears falling nonstop. "As a woman, as a mother, I realized that I needed to stop to take care of myself, my family, and open new chapters in my life. Claire is an important part of me, but I am also Caitriona, and I want to find myself again." The clip ended with a choked, emotional thank you. "Thank you for loving me, loving Claire. Goodbye doesn't mean forever. Keep Claire as a strong and compassionate woman, because that's what I carry with me for the rest of my life." Immediately after Caitriona's statement, Matthew B. Roberts, the main producer of Outlander, also spoke up. "We respect her decision. Caitriona is an indispensable part. No one will replace her. We are considering the next steps." Rumors began to spread. Will there be a sequel revolving around the character Jamie Fraser? Or a completely new spin-off? But from Sam's recent vague, quiet sharing, many people are starting to worry that maybe this is also the turning point in his career and personal feelings himself. Every journey has an end. But what makes Caitriona's announcement make millions of hearts choke is not just her departure, but the loss of an icon, a source of inspiration, a hope that people once believed in absolutely. But perhaps in this separation, we also learn the most beautiful thing: everyone needs to be true to themselves, need the courage to know when to stop, to grow up, to start a new journey, even though we don't know where it will take us. Caitriona has closed the door of Claire Fraser, but it is very possible. She is opening another door, more brilliant, more true to her true self. And who knows, on another path, another universe, Sam and Caitriona will continue writing a story together. The silence following Caitriona Balfe's announcement seemed to last forever. The comments seemed to flow endlessly on social media, as if the world was trying to come to terms with a reality so heartbreaking. A range of emotions erupted: anger, regret, shock, but all converged on one common thread: loss. A wave of fans rose up, not to criticize, but to fight. The hashtag #NewBringBackCaitriona quickly climbed to the top of global trends. Clips that compiled the most emotional moments between Claire and Jamie on screen began to appear frequently as a last-ditch effort to hold on to something beautiful that was at risk of being washed away by time. Sam Heughan appeared, but not to appease people. At a media event in Los Angeles, Sam Heughan made a surprise appearance. No script, no fancy backdrop, just a quiet Sam in the crowd of expectations. When asked directly, "Would you continue Outlander without Caitriona?" he just sighed softly. "I don't have an answer. I think it will take a long time." A short sentence. But in that silence, people heard more than hesitation. It was pain loss, a chapter of life closed too soon. Rumors spread, and the dark side of fame began to emerge. When a star leaves a big project, the press never stays quiet. Rumors began to appear this time, not only revolving around art. Some anonymous sources said that the relationship between Caitriona and her real-life husband, music producer Tony McGill, was broken because of the tight filming schedule and because of the overly emotional scenes with Sam Heughan. A British tabloid even ran the headline, "Tony McGill gives Caitriona an ultimatum: Outlander or family. Which will she choose?" There was no official confirmation, but the rumor spread like wildfire. And once again, fans were divided. Many blamed Tony, claiming that he had taken Caitriona away from the place that made her happiest. An old photo that was unearthed further stirred up the fan community. Caitriona standing between Sam and Tony. Sam's eyes looked at her, warm. Tony stood by silent, his gaze averted. The photo immediately became a symbol of an ambiguous triangle between love, responsibility, and choice, sacrifice, or simply liberation. An American television critic wrote in a review, "We used to admire Claire Fraser because she dared to be true to love, even if it meant leaving her time, her family, even herself. But Caitriona Balfe, would she dare to do the same in real life?" That question made many people wonder. Maybe Caitriona chose her family, maybe she chose peace, or maybe she just wanted to live her truth, to leave the spotlight after a decade of transforming into a woman who had never given up on love. The silent farewell? More heartbreaking than any other scene. An anonymous member of the Outlander crew told the press, "On the last day of filming, Caitriona didn't cry, but we all cried. She walked around the set quietly, touching each prop, her eyes full of longing." Sam stood a few meters away, not approaching. No one said anything, because there are goodbyes, just a look is enough. That night, a small party was held. Sam raised his glass eyes red, looking at Caitriona. "Without Claire, Jamie wouldn't exist. And without you, I wouldn't be me." She smiled, not answering. But her eyes, according to witnesses, said it all: a gentle sadness, a deep gratitude, and a wound that had not yet healed. As the news of her departure subsided, fans continued to send letters, write articles, and make videos expressing their gratitude. And a glimmer of hope. Many wrote, "If this is the end, let's make it beautiful." Even if it's just one last time in the final episode. Outlander is home, and home is always for Claire. Caitriona's rep confirmed she still appreciates the love of the audience and hasn't completely closed the door on her return. A week later, Sam Heughan appeared in an online interview. His face looked noticeably thinner. When asked again about Caitriona's decision, Sam was silent for a few seconds, then said softly, "It may be the end of a chapter, but it doesn't have to be the end of the book." He smiled slightly, and then, "If Claire ever comes back, even if it's just in Jamie's dreams, I'll be there, waiting for her." The story of Caitriona Balfe, a woman who dared to step out of the spotlight to find balance, is more than just a farewell to a role. It is a deeply human moment. It makes people wonder, what are the limits of passion? Is peace worth the sacrifice? And can love, on screen or in real life, truly last? Outlander can continue or it can end. Sam can go it alone or wait. But one thing is certain, the journey of Claire and Jamie, and of Caitriona and Sam, has left an indelible mark on the hearts of fans around the world. Perhaps one day, we will no longer see Claire Fraser running through time to find the love of her life. No longer hear that warm voice whispering in the Scottish rain. No longer will the hugs between the two make the whole world seem to stop. But that is why Outlander, and the love of its fans, become more sacred than ever. Because beauty is always associated with fragility. Because the most sudden separations are the things that we remember forever. Caitriona Balfe has left, gently, decisively, and humanely. But the journey she created, the role she left behind, and the emotions the audience has given her will never fade. And Sam Heughan, the one who stayed, the one who waited, is still there. And who knows, one day in a final scene or just a vague dream, Claire will return, one way or another. If you're watching this video and still feeling a lump in your throat, leave a comment sharing your best memories of Claire and Jamie. What moment brought you to tears? What line of dialogue will you never forget? Do you believe Caitriona will come back, even if it's just one last time? Are you willing to wait with Sam as he is waiting? Share your feelings below, because sometimes we're not just viewers, we're part of the story. Thank you for staying until the end of this video. The story of Caitriona Balfe and Sam Heughan isn't over, and who knows, what seemed like a full stop might just be the ellipsis of a new chapter. We'll keep watching, listening, and telling, if you're still willing to join us. See you in the next video, where we explore untold stories, broken hearts, and the hope that is still being nurtured day by day.